Welcome back to Rad BMX Builds. On this episode, I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look of what's in my garage. These are a current collection as of January, the new year, of what I have in Newport Beach, California. This is not my personal collection from Phoenix. However, some of these bikes are keepers for me and others will be sold. If you're interested in buying a bike, they will be posted on the website, radbmxbuilds.com, in the store. When they are for sale, I will put them on Instagram and direct you to that link. All right, moving on. We are going to show you an overall video of all the bikes I have, and then I'm going to break them down one by one. If you like some of this merch, make sure you go to the merch store and get some merch. I have shirts, hats, hoodies, stickers, anything to make you look rad. Let's ride back to the house and I'll show you some of these bikes. All right, here we are at the garage, and as promised, I'm going to give you an all-access pass to see the bikes that I currently have here in Newport Beach. So come along and let's take a look. First up, my rad power bike, Rad Runner. It's an electric bike that I've kind of put some personal details on. Grips, bars, GT mallet stem. But let's be honest, you're here to see these. Check them out. The 26 GT Performer, 26-inch GT Pro Series, 24-inch GT Pro Series in black, custom 24-inch Dyno in pink, 26-inch Haro Master Freestyler, 24-inch Haro Master, 20-inch Haro Master, and the infamous white and gold GT Pro Performer. Now, other stuff I got going on in the shop right now are a bunch of parts, plates, pedals, grips, pieces for things that I'm working on. Currently sitting on, I believe, a 99 Pro Performer frame set. Have a dyno sitting down here. A couple Schwinn scooters. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm currently working on. Most of those bikes that you just saw are either coming or going, being worked on, customized, something to that nature. Not all of them are for sale. Some of them will be when I'm done working on them. And again, if you want to buy one of my bikes, it's only through the website at radbmxbuilds.com. What I want to do for you, though, is pull these bikes out one by one and give you a good rundown of what I have, and that you can see it up close and personal instead of piled into the bike racks. So let's pull out the first bike and talk about that one. All right, first bike up. I believe it's a 1992 GT Performer, custom build. I had planned on keeping this bike, but working on a few things, still got a few little issues I'm working out, and then I may consider selling it. But let's take a good look at it and check it out. It is powder coated, and I've put a lot of work into putting some gold accents and parts on it. So let's take a quick look. It has the GT Amy grips, GT mallet stem with gold decal. It is a repop stem, original old school brakes, A7S style high flange cutout hubs, GT tires. I just put the gold decals on a few minutes ago. They're not quite the right color that I wanted, but it's hard finding gold decals. Gold cables. No, I did not run a gyro. Not a fan of them, and can't find gold cables for a gyro. These are not GT Power Series cranks. These are what came with the bike when I got it. Probably going to replace them. Just don't have anything currently to replace them with. Sun Tour type seat clamp. Dominator seat with the gold writing. And I have a power disc and gold chain ring, white and chrome chain. Coin roll frame, my favorite GT Performer frame. And you can see a lot of attention to detail with all the gold parts like gold valve stem caps. Things of that nature. This is a great bike. It's been a lot of fun to build. Some are easier to work on than others, and some are pretty finicky. All right, here it is, the Chrome 2019 Haro Master with bash guard. I did a lot of customization to this bike. I bought it new out of the box. And what I did is I put the Haro grips on it, flight donuts, some brake lever covers on the Tech 77s. I found some blue Haro tires, the pink Haro 78 pegs, Mission pedals on the Fusion 175 3-piece cranks. And then I put a Colt Vans pivotal seat with checkerboard, matches the flight donuts. And what else did I do here? The pink bash guard, which is super rad. Really like the bash guard. I put little ends on the brake cables, pink ones. See the pink pegs again. Dice valve stem caps. And these are 48 spoked sealed bearing high flange hubs. And this bike is really clean, really nice bike. And love the colors. Matches the logo here very nicely. So as you can see, this is one of my favorites. This is a keeper. It's not for sale, so please stop asking. I have no intention on selling this bike. This bike came out really good. I really like it. I really like the colors, obviously. And it rides like a dream. So this bike stays in the collection. Let's check out the next bike. Okay, up next is a 2021 Haro Master 24-inch, and it is in the teal color, and I did some modifications to it, and it's not quite done yet. I think I'm going to swap out the tires with some treaded, gumwall-sided 24-inch tires, but, you know, I had these tires laying around, so I threw them on the Skyways when I got it. Let's take a look at the bike. I put some white Amy grips, teal flight donuts on there, some fork standards because I had them laying around. I bought some 24-inch Skyway rims, wheels. I put some dice on there, of course, and the GT Smoothie 24-inch tires, which I'm not in love with on this bike, so I think I'm going to swap those out. But I put some white pedals on it. I found a white padded seat. Of course, I swapped out all the brake pads with white ones because you do not want to use black ones on white wheels, folks. And, you know, some little dice accents there and there. And that's pretty much it for what I did to this bike. Now, this bike I'm going to sell, and when I'm ready to sell it, it'll be on the website at radbmxbuilds.com. Here's one last look at the 24-inch Haro Master in teal. Beautiful bike. Bought it brand new, barely ridden. What do you think? Next up, one of my favorite bikes to ride is not for sale. This is the 26-inch 2020 green Haro Master. This bike is amazing, and in the sun it is almost a neon nuclear color green. It just pops. Might swap the seat out. It's the DMC seat. It's just a little bulky for me. But this bike, I haven't done anything to it. Added the little dice there. But everything else is pretty much the way it came. This bike is so good as it is. Some dice. That I don't have a lot of plans. I added some ODI bar end caps. I do have some light blue brake cable housing that I'm going to put on there. But I don't have a lot of plans for this bike other than to enjoy it, ride the heck out of it, and I don't plan on selling it. So stop asking about this one. I'm keeping it. So there's your last final look at the 26-inch Haro Master Freestyler. Let's pull out the next bike. This bike right here, one of my absolute favorites to look at, is not for sale. It is a full custom 24-inch Dyno comp, and it is the Pro, and it's a team model. These are brand new pads by Flight, Dyno, authentic, licensed pad set with the Dyno Flight donuts. I have a Dyno UL plate, and I added the yellow brake cable, some yellow GT dice. It has the GT hubs. All right, this next bike is a brand new 2021 24-inch GT Pro Series that I recently bought. And it's a work in progress. I've got a lot of stuff done to it, but there's a few other little tweaks I'd like to work on. But let's take a quick look at it. First thing I did is I added the Haro 1B series plate that I've had for years and years and years. Today I just got a brand new set of GT pads from Flight. They look pretty good on there. I added a black GT mallet stem and got rid of their front load. I got rid of the silver decals and added the yellow and blue. I added GT valve stem caps to it. I added brand new Odyssey pedals. And I added an overdrive chainring. And there's another dice. Disc brake with a little dice on there. I added an SE seat clamp, and it already had the GT seat. And then I got some Flight donuts that are temporary. I have black and yellow checkerboard that should be here tomorrow. This bike is great. I love the disc brakes on these bikes. It's aluminum, it's light, it's fast, it's comfortable. Great bike for the beach, a great daily rider. And honestly, I think I would sell this bike. So if this is something you're interested in, I'm going to put a yellow brake cable on it also, just to add a little bit more yellow to get those colors to pop more. But this is a bike I could potentially sell, so keep an eye on the website. This might end up on there. One last look. 24-inch brand new GT Pro Series. Okay, next up. Be honest, I'm struggling with this bike. I love it so much, but it might be sold. We'll find out later today, and I'll have to let you know in the next video. But it is a brand new 26-inch GT Pro Series custom paint loaded with a lot of custom parts. So let's take a look and see what we got. First off, got the Amy bar ends in yellow, the Rad Flight donuts, the brand new Flight Dyno plate in yellow. And since we're talking about Flight, we got their GT pads on here as well. A black GT mallet stem. And a lot of yellow accents, yellow brake cable. This goes with the really cool, I believe, 89 decals. Got some Rant blue pedals, GT Power Series cranks, and the power disc and chain ring, GT chain tensioners, also disc brakes with the yellow dice caps, another aluminum bike, and the GT cheat code seat. Let's take an overall. This bike rides so smooth and so good. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around letting this one go, but I can't keep them all. And I have other things in the works, so this one might be gone. We're talking maybe in the next hour, so I got to film the rest of these bikes and maybe say goodbye to this one, get a few photos for a heads out. One last look and I'll show you the next bike in the garage. Okay, this next bike, it's not going anywhere. Not for sale, don't ask, not going to happen. I got big plans for this bike. Let's take a look. It is a brand new 26-inch GT Performer in purple. Temporarily, might be giving something away there, but currently it's purple, has the GT hubs, got some dice on there, and this has a translucent like clear coat. You can actually see the welds inside there. It's kind of a see-through purple, and GT pedals, cranks, and power disc again. The GT chain tensioner even has 26-inch GT tires, and GT seat, and of course GT mallet, but I gave it a set of my Rad BMX Builds pads, which I do have a couple available still if anyone needs a set, and they're made by Flight, so the quality is amazing. So if you're interested in a pair, let me know. Got the ODI purple bar ends, had to add a bell, I'm at the beach, get people out of my way. And one overall view of this bike. And next time you see it, it might be unrecognizable. I already bought decals for it, already have a color picked out. That's about all I'm going to give away. So next time you see this, it's going to look like a whole different bike. You may not even remember that it looked like this. The 26-inch Purple Pro Performer. Alright, a couple other things I got going on in the shop right now. I kind of showed you on the way in is I have this pink Performer that I powder coated with the bars and the stem. Those forks are just kind of thrown on there. Not sure if I want to build this or just sell it as it is. I have a chrome dyno down here that I don't know what to do with. I have a pink Schwenyo scooter, a mint green Schwenyo scooter. This one comes with the 21-inch front wheel and pegs. I have all the parts for it. I think I'm going to repowder coat it. Those are the bars for it. And then I have two sets of GT forks. One is a brand new Pro Series fork. The other is a used 1 1/8 threadless race fork, probably for a newer Mach 1. And then I just have parts, and parts. So, what's going on at Rad BMX Builds? Well, right now, all these big bikes I just showed you that are complete, I'm working on those, doing a few things that we discussed. A couple of them will end up for sale, so if you're interested, keep an eye on the website, keep an eye on Instagram. And these other ones, I might just sell them as is, so same situation. If I do, they'll be on the website. If I build them, you'll start to see me building them on Instagram. And if you haven't started following my Instagram, please go follow my Instagram account, and you will see current up-to-date happenings at Rad BMX Builds. If you're just finding this YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and help keep this channel going. We post videos every single week, and we try to keep some fresh content out there and keep you up to date on what's going on. So I appreciate that. Also, you like the hat? I got hats, different colors, got shirts, hoodies, stickers. Find your way over to the website, go to this, get some merch, and represent Rad BMX Builds. That money also helps keep this business going. We're a small business. And last but not least, if you need parts, go down below into my Amazon store and click on those links, and you'll find parts that you need to build a Rad BMX bike. So, if you want to keep watching these videos, make sure you subscribe, follow along, and as always, stay rad.